We got these two fine gentlemen warming up, Mason Graham and Jacob Balcos, again playing for the King's Seat in pro singles. We've got regular format, not championship, so this is not the championship match. Again, this is for the King's Seat in pro singles. Got Jacob on the right, Mason on the left. Both playing some good foosball. We're underway here. Mason's got the ball on his 5-bar, looking to advance, and he does. Mason takes an early lead, 1-0.
Yeah, that's Mason on your left, guys. Mason from Kentucky and Jacob Balcos on your right. Minnesota, St. Louis Park. Mason Graham made it through Matt Weber, the match before this one.
1-1. Texas guy, we've got two commentators here. It's Connor Mason and Teddy Kruger.
Jacob Balcos played Tristan Sue to get here. All right, Mason's snake shot is really good right now. He's slamming that thing. And Jacob's is too. This is going to be a good match, you guys. And Mason knocks it back in his own goal there. Event sponsors, Latacrete and Holmes Automotive and Recycling. All right, Jacob working the 2 to 5 and then hammers it in with the right hand.
That was pretty slick.
Ball pass taken away. That's the Joe Rhodes special right there. Not sure how that made it in, but 4-1 lead there for Jacob. He just looks disgusted. He's funny.
Woo.
All right, 2-4.
You mentioned the Joe Rhodes special. I think he and Joe Rhodes just played together in South Dakota a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they won 2 events together. They won Open Doubles and the Roto DYP.
Not bad.
Yeah. Not a bad weekend. That's twice those two have won that tournament. Twice in a row.
Not the DYP, right? Just the Open.
Just the Open.
They didn't draw each other twice.
Nah.
That'd be something. Jacob steals it. Looks to close out game 1. Good block by Mason. Jacob's pull side is real strong right now.
Yeah. It's dead bar like all the time.
Yeah, I was posting him up and leaving maybe a centimeter of space at the most, and he did not mis-execute a single time. That's a smart timeout.
Timeout, Jacob Balcos.
Mason's got the gloves on. Teddy, have you ever worn gloves playing foosball?
Back in the day I gave it a try. Is Mason the best gloved player that there is? Who else? Oh, T-Mac wears a glove. Tracy McMillan.
I'm not the one to answer that question, but I feel like
trying to
T-Mac's
remember.
probably got a better legacy than Mason at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we had 43 players in this event, you guys. Mason, a heck of a singles player. I lost a foosball table to him. Expert singles at the World Championships. He's had 5th place finish in singles before.
And where was that?
Oh, in open singles, I'm sorry, at the World Championships.
Whoa.
Yeah, so he's got some good finishes.
That's not a big tournament, is it? Another chance for Jacob to close it out, and he does.
Yeah.
Unless you don't count when it bounces back out, but I'm pretty sure we do.
Nice how he walks that around. He uses like a hitch when he right before he shoots the shot, he'll just dive on the ball really hard and look like he's going one way and then go the other. And it's hard to calibrate yourself for that as a defender.
Yeah.
The first game was all Jacob.
Dwayne Stewart says Fred wore a glove.
Of course,
I
you know.
I think he might be the best gloved player of all time.
I'm talking about active players, you guys. Everyone looks at Fred. Of course, he's like the inventor of wearing the glove, right? He's like the first.
Teddy, I still think that if we had a tournament today of all gloved players, including Frederick Collignon, I bet he wins it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
That was a nice walk near side and a big push side from Jacob Balcos. He's got Mason on the ropes.
Yeah, he's playing good. He's playing perfect. Was that fourth man? Left hook?
I looked down. Clay Toomey mentions that Mason has different gloves for doubles than singles.
You're crapping me.
Unless Clay's lying, then I'm not.
If
Clay, are you
Clay's
lying?
telling you this, it must be true. Or he's messing with you. What's up, Clay? We would have loved having you, man. All right, timeout.
That's a smart timeout, I think. Jacob set to put the ball back into play. Looking to advance it to his 3-bar from the 5. And he does. Good block there by Mason, staying home on the middle. Clay says that an hour ago, Mason played a match on table 1 wearing dark gray gloves. I'm not sold I've seen anything but black FootJoy gloves, but I'll keep my eyes peeled for the rest of the weekend, I suppose. Mason is the 3-2 lead in this second game. Jacob up 1-0 in games, and Mason takes it away in his goal.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it, Clay.
Big story this weekend. What color gloves is Mason Graham wearing? Is Mason out of Kentucky?
Yeah.
That had to have been dead bar.
Yeah. Big hitch to the push and then rips it dead bar. Yeah, Mason a big runner. He's looking for bike trails around here too, so he must have his bike with him.
Hopefully it's a fat tire this time of year.
Yeah, he might not have planned for that. Well, I guess they have bad weather in Kentucky.
I think I've seen snow at TKO before.
All right, 3-3 here in game 2. And out and back down the middle.
This is match ball for Jacob Balcos. Dwayne Stewart brings up a good point. He doesn't think he's seen anyone change sides on their 2 to 5 as much as Mason Graham does. I assume that means from near wall to far wall. Teddy, you see a lot of people switching sides, or most people stick to their guns?
I see them stick to their guns. I haven't seen Mason pass much on the other wall.
Jacob looks to close it out,
It's
taking
usually
the
always
king
the
seat.
near wall.
Mason was pretty smart to stay on that dead bar pull side.
And he's in this game. He's just got to survive it. Brushes it up there.
On the near side with his black gloves.
And up with a chance to close out game 2.
Big shot
Mason
here.
Graham.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him take a timeout.
And you're right about that.
Some call me a fortune teller, others call me Connor. How many states do we have represented here at Wisconsin State, Teddy?
I'm not sure. don't even have a total tally yet of who's all here and how many have attended. The last count I had was 221 registered.
Wow. Mason with a chance to send this to a third and final game. And he does, right down the middle.
Wow.
Great pick. It takes real guts to shoot a middle.
And let me tell you what's nice about shooting a middle on the last point. Now you're kind of playing with house money going into this next game. You know what I mean? Like, he knows you're shooting it, you're scoring it, you have the guts and courage to shoot it on 4-4. Like, he knows you're legit talking middles.
Yeah, and they get right back into this game. Mason, definitely, good point, Dwayne. He's been jumping back and forth from that near side and far side 2-5, which is something you don't see all that often. He's looking to get out to a 1-0 lead in game number 3. Another middle by Mason.
Good pick.
Judy Schober just sent me a message. Mason lives in Indiana now, so he's not in Kentucky.
Okay. Thank you, Judy. Hard tic-tac wall pass. Yeah, the way Jacob was thumping that first game, I thought there's no coming back from Mason Graham, but he showed some real grit in game 2.
He's been really solid, and I think what's been the differentiator for Mason has been his defense on Jacob's snake shot. I think he's sort of held him to a reasonable shooting percentage, which most players struggle to do against Jacob. You might notice that Jacob has a tattoo now, if you look at his right forearm when he sets up for his snake shot. The Sheboygan Foosers, there you can see it on camera now. The Sheboygan Foosers in the hospitality room hooked him up with a temporary tattoo.
I heard about that. They're giving away tattoos. The Sheboygan celebration room over at the hotel is taking a lot of party away from our party over here, I feel like. Most of the players are over there just partying and getting tattooed, and nobody's playing foosball over here.
Who wouldn't want to get tattoos and party with the Sheboygan clan, though?
Yeah, all the Sheboygan girls, very popular here.
I drew a Sheboygan girl tonight. I played with Jessica Schlafke for the first time.
Okay.
Very solid player. Mason looks to take a 3-2 lead in game number 3.
Oh, and it trickles in. Off a man and in, maybe, or off the post and in.
I think that was just off the post. Is this NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
One of those two.
Ooh, and Mason out there on the push side to make the block.
Maybe Ron Olsen played this. Now he was sick of the hip-hop music.
Ron's just sick in general. Jacob going to his 2-5 series. Turns it over to Mason, who advances it to his 3-bar and looks to execute and take a 2-goal lead on Jacob Balcos.
This could be huge.
This is a big shot right here. Wouldn't be surprised to see another timeout.
Good call.
I think I'm a fortune teller,
2
Teddy.
for 2 on those, buddy.
Looking around the room, we got some other exciting matches here. Table 3, we got Shane Darby and Jake Barnett squaring off in what I assume is a pro singles match. Got Michael Stahl and Greg Rushing. Unfortunately, we only have streaming for one table today, but got ourselves quite the match here with Mason Graham against Jacob Balcos, and Jacob out there on the push side to make the block.
Yeah, we didn't want to have another stream this year. We didn't want to go back and forth between 2 tables and get half of a match for you.
No, I noticed. I played a match last year in pro doubles, and only half of it is posted on YouTube.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
I live to tell the story.
Yeah, we won't do it again. I like it better this way. All right, Jacob ties it up. Back down along the wall, then a big push side. 3-3 here in game 3. This is your king seat match. Pro singles, thanks to Latticrete and Holmes Automotive Recycling. Mason Graham, chance to take a 4-3 lead.
Jacob sort of stepped up defensively here on his 2-bar. He's hitting a hard shuffle right now. Mason, 1 ball away from taking this king seat match in pro singles. And boy, you said it, Teddy, but I didn't think that he was going to be in this match after that first game.
Right. But he's like a foosball robot, you guys. If you know Mason Graham, no emotion ever.
But
I've never seen him smile. I've
Teddy,
never seen his teeth.
I'm going to say this is my third timeout call. I think he calls a timeout here.
Holy crap.
I think I'm a fortune teller.
Dude, he called 3 timeouts?
Well, no, that was from other time. But
Oh.
I'm 3 for 3 on guessing when
okay,
Mason's going to pull
That's his
timeouts.
third timeout.
No. So Mason with a shot to take this pro singles king seat match away from Jacob Balcos. But Jacob Balcos is no stranger from coming from the loser side either. He actually took the pro-am this afternoon from a couple of Wisconsin guys coming from the loser side. And it's my understanding he lost his first match and came all the way back. But Mason Graham looks to take the entire match away from Jacob Balcos here.
All right,
and
that'll
again,
do it.
strokes down the middle.
Great match, you guys. Mason Graham secured the king seat. Yeah, and Jacob has won from the loser side before. He double dipped last year, I think. But
Surprise, surprise.
thanks for sitting in the booth with me, Connor. We'll be back with more shortly, y'all.